Following reports of widespread flaws in operations at some fuel stations in the Ashanti region, the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has served notice that it will not hesitate to sanction or close down petroleum retail outlets in a region that fail to comply with basic safety requirements. Citi News' Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani has more in this report.
The Environmental Protection Agency is mandated by law to grant permits to petroleum retail outlets to facilitate their operations. The petroleum retail outlets are supposed to have observation wells, fire extinguishers, assembling points, and a proper waste management systems at their stations for safety reasons. However, some petroleum retail outlets in the Ashanti region, especially those at the outskirts, are not adhering to these requirements. Ashanti Regional Director of the EPA, Dr. Jackson Ediyanyantechi, explains the consequences for non-compliance by any retail outlets.
Basic requirements that they need to do was establishing the filling stations. But people would want to save money, and we cannot save money at the expense of innocent lives. So we need to do intensive. So we are going to have 1 month compliance monitoring to ensure that all the operators are having these kind of basic requirements. The observation wells, fire extinguishers, a proper waste management system in place, and all these things. And where we think that they are not prepared to comply with these permit conditions, then we have any other thing than to close them down.
The EPA, as part of efforts to ensure safety at these petroleum outlets, organized a one-day sensitization workshop in Kumasi for retailers.
But our monitoring programs at the region has revealed that some of the stations do not have these basic requirements that have been indicated in the permit conditions. So we want to train them, draw their awareness, so that after that, now that they are aware of all these things, next time when we go for monitoring, they are not there, we have the decision to close them down. The laws are clear, the permit conditions are there. The first thing is that your permit could be revoked. That's where we think that you're operating without requisite knowledge about whatever you are doing, or you are operating without recourse to the permit conditions. There could be closure. Then there's other thing is that we can also prosecute when we say that you're being recalcitrant, you don't want to comply, and those kind of things. These are the sanctions in there. But we don't want to do it right away. What we want to do now is that to ensure that they are aware of the infractions and the things that they are doing. Then when we go next time and they are not complying with the law, you have the decision to close them down.
Participants were taken through basic safety measures and also how to prevent robbery attacks.
I'm already in the business, but since I came here, I've learned 1 or 2 things that will help me, especially when it comes to the pollution aspects. I know how to go about my products and all that. And for the community as well, where my station is, I'm close to the community. When they come around, I can educate them. The public, they have a perception that once a filling station is close to your building, it poses a lot of threats. But when they come around, I can educate them on how to manage things and all that.
When we are talking about safety need in everywhere. So I learned something about how to control robbing cases in the station, things that can lead to the robbing cases. And also I learned some certain things I can do to prevent fire outbreak. I learned something to prevent the environmental award in terms of the health. Okay.
If there's anything that I've forgotten or as it were, I need to know about the EPA issues, I think they brought them to bear, and I love it because I'm going to also help send a message across to the team members so that we are always on top and deliver EPA issues to the best of our ability.
The EPA says it will continue to engage relevant stakeholders in the downstream petroleum sector to ensure safety.
The Environmental Protection Agency has indicated its resolve to effectively monitor the activities of fuel stations to ensure safety compliance. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Kumasi, Ashanti Region.